Okay, so here was my idea with this layout that I'm going to start doing. So I had purchased this. This is a cut file by Allison Davis, and you can get it off of, I purchased it off of Scrapbook Generation. And so I cut this out. It's kind of like a brown paper. I think this was a Mintay paper, and it was just brown. And then this is Mintay, and it's just like a white wood background, and it's from their Blossom Serenity line, and this is their number 4 paper. So this was actually just a new line that just came out not that long ago. And then what I was going to do is I was trying to get some selfies with my son. He is a mover and a shaker, and sometimes he just does not want to comply. So I essentially was trying to sneak attack him and get selfies. So I had to end up having him in a headlock there. We were just messing around. So, and then here and here. And then finally my daughter was like, I'll take a selfie with you. I just worked out, so my hair was kind of crazy, but it was just kind of a fun moment and totally shows like the personality of my middle son. So I was going to try to do like some kind of title that says like how to take a selfie with William, which is his name, and then like put one or two photographs here, like step 1 do this, step 2 do this, step 3, step 4, and then step 5 just take a selfie with Bella or something like that. So that was kind of my idea. Of course I got to cut these out, so I just printed these off on my home computer on an 8x10. And then I think to embellish, I'm going to use, I bought this photographer paper. This is Mintay. And Mintay is so good for fussy cutting. They always have like the prettiest florals, pretty, just beautiful stuff that you can fussy cut out. So I figured I would probably do something like, like see here where they've got the photography lenses and stuff. So I was thinking to do something like that. I won't use that. They've got like kind of broken slides or frames there, but see really pretty cameras with like some florals in it. I don't know that I'll use this because I was thinking at some point I want to fussy cut this out and put some kind of a picture here and use it that way. So I don't know that I'll use that. Little film strips. So maybe I'll cut some of these off and use them. But see cameras and lots of florals. And I actually got that twice because I thought maybe I wouldn't want to use this background for something and then fussy cut the other part out. And that's just and this comes with like little extra cut parts that you could use. So I'm thinking something kind of along that line to use this and maybe some florals to embellish it. See little cameras here. So I had purchased this. This was actually one of their new lines out this spring, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I saw this line and got it right away. So I just, I was thinking about maybe even like doing some kind of like to adhere this and then like maybe sew it with my sewing machine down here, like just in the center, just kind of roughly. So anyway, so I'm gonna kind of play around, cut out these pictures, and then start to play around, and then I'll come back and film some more. So now I've gone ahead and fussy cut out all those beautiful Mintay papers and have just kind of roughly laid things out how I was envisioning them. I went ahead and adhered all the arrows down or the cut files down onto the paper and went ahead on my sewing machine and just sewed them down with some brown thread just to give a little bit of added dimension. And now you see me just kind of playing around with all of these fussy cut pieces to kind of line up exactly where I want them. I do play around quite a bit, so I actually cut out quite a bit of this video because it was getting kind of long with me laying things out and then adding more fussy cut pieces where it was actually like fussy cutting as I was going. So I went ahead and on Windows had typed out kind of like a how-to, and that's the labels that you see laying there. And that was on Microsoft Word, and then printed them out on my printer on cardstock. So I ended up deciding to go with, the title is kind of how to take wildlife selfies. And then number 1 says, ensure proper lighting. Number 2, get subject in middle of frame, ensure proper distance. Number 3, use distraction if necessary. Number 4, hold camera steady and photograph subject while subject is still. And then number 5, take picture with another subject if unable to photograph the first subject. So it's kind of like a, you know, kind of a humorous take on trying to take a picture with my son, because he can be a bit of a wild animal. So it's taking a wildlife selfie is pretty, I think, pretty descriptive of him. And so you just see me messing around and kind of playing around with like where I want everything positioned. So this kind of can get a little tedious, I feel like, with fussy cut pieces, because then a lot of time you decide, oh, I want more fussy cut pieces, and then, you know, so I mean, fussy cutting takes a while. It's not, you know, that's not a quick process. So, you know, obviously I did have to cut out quite a bit of this video just because it was a little, it was getting to be a pretty long video. And so now here I have pretty much adhered everything down, or am working on adhering everything down. Actually, I have adhered everything down, and now I'm just adding like some extra fussy cutout pieces, kind of like some areas where I just thought it needed a little bit extra. It felt, you know, a little gappy. I mean, looking at the page, I don't think that there's many gaps in it. But I have a tendency to get a little, I don't know, I can go a little crazy with the embellishments. I'm kind of a maximalist, I guess. Although I have done some minimalistic layouts too, and like how they look as well. So I think it's just kind of depends on what mood I'm in. Now, I know I'm I'm adding more, and probably to some people they're like, oh my gosh, this page is like just, it's a lot to look at. Really, in person, I feel like it looks a little bit more organized. I don't know. I feel like on camera it maybe looks a little bit more chaotic than really it is in person. So I am quite pleased with it. Well, here are some close-ups of it, and I appreciate you coming by my channel and watching this process video.